Alright. This is what, about my sixth time trying this? Whatever. Okay. This is going to be a multifaceted video. I'd like to update you what's going on in my life, if anybody's interested. My mother, Josephine, passed away in August 14th. In May, she was diagnosed with stage 2B pancreatic cancer. A couple weeks later, she was gone. My father was worried, didn't like, I am basically, I cook and I clean for my dad now. My only source of income right now is a little online shop, which helps me pay for certain things. But my father saw that I was in a pit, so he wanted to help me cheer up a little, and in doing that, he bought me a knife. And I'll have to admit, it really helped out a lot. It cheered me up because it's a knife I wanted for a really long time. It's not replacing my mother, but it's going to keep me from going off the deep end, so I guess that's all he wanted. Wanted to make sure his baby boy's okay. So to begin with, real quick, my mother was a Eucharistic minister. She worked in the church. She helped give out the host on Sundays. She was the vice president of St. Vincent de Paul. She kept people from losing their homes by helping pay for she helped get them money to pay for their rent or mortgage. She helped get them money to pay for their bills. She helped get them food and clothing, furniture, air conditioners. She tried to improve the overall quality of life for these people. Which is why, when she died of this fucking cancer, that I am really, really shake to the core of my faith. Yeah, so, that's me. Anyway, the knife. I'm going to compare it to one I already own. Alright, this is my Benchmade 275. It's my hard use folder, and the main reason I'm comparing it to this is because it's another hard use folder. If you bark, Brutus, I swear to God. Alright, now I had this customized by a gentleman named Mike. Goes by the name Keyman. You can get in touch with him through the Benchmade forums or the Blade forums. One place I know you're going to find him posting at least once a week is go to Google, type in Blade forums, CBMs, customized Benchmades, all that. Blade forums, CBMs, customized Benchmades. It's a thread on the Blade forums where he posts lots of pictures of his customized knives. You'll probably see pictures of mine up there. I had him do this in Arctic camo. The blue, the black, the white. Arctic camo. Now I carry this knife all the fucking time. This is like a constant companion. But ever since I got the new one, I've been carrying that mostly. Like 9 times out of 10 I'll grab that and I'll just leave this because I love this knife a lot, I really do. Especially now. But, if a cop were to take this from me, I'd be heartbroken. And, I'm not saying all cops are assholes, but if a cop saw this, even if this was legal, which I don't think it is in New Jersey anymore. Thank you, Governor Christie, you fat pile of dung. He would take this simply because he likes it, you know? It's nice looking. It's obvious. It's obviously customized. So he would take this and he would just stick it in his pocket and it would be his. Now I'm not hating on cops, but you know, most of them, or not most of them, you have to admit some of them do abuse their power, and they abuse their power in the worst ways possible, just to fuck people over. All right. All right, now, I know plenty of good cops out there, though. I got an uncle who's in Homeland Defense. So, this is the one my father bought me. I had one knife from every company that I liked. This represented Benchmade. I own 3 Benchmades, but this one represents them. The other 2, one represents Bob Lum. I wanted a maker. I specifically wanted a knife that he designed. And the other one is a Bedlam. That doesn't, even though it's Benchmade, that to me represents autos. That's my favorite auto. It's a beautiful knife, and look it up. Benchmade, what is it? 8600, 8600. Benchmade 8600 Bedlam. It is fantastic looking. The handle scales, everything. Now this is a replacement for my only Kershaw. I had a Kershaw ET in Urban Camo. A guy in Canada offered to pay me like triple what I paid for it. I was like, all right, and I used that money to get my new tattoo. So I got this to replace the knife that I sold. My dad got it for me. And well, it may be a Kai Limited. It's not Kershaw. I know what that means. 0 tolerance, baby. Kershaw's, all made in America line of knives. Now, those of you looking to purchase this knife know that this is titanium. But not all of you are into metallurgy like I am. Now, titanium, well, it may be strong, isn't the strongest knife in the world. Some of you may be, ooh, yes it is. Those of you who think it is are probably retards that didn't pay attention in science class. Titanium is not the world's strongest metal. This D2 blade is stronger than titanium. Titanium simply has the highest strength to weight ratio. Now, if I had a sword made out of D2 and I had a sword made out of titanium, and they were both the same size, both the same thickness, identical, simply different materials, the sword made out of D2 will be stronger, but it'll be like 10 pounds. The sword made out of titanium will be a little less strong, but it'll only weigh like 2 or 3 pounds. That was what titanium is. Highest strength to weight ratio. That's all it is. That's why they make rocket ships and shit out of titanium. Not because it's strong or super strong, but because it has strength and it's extremely light. Alright, now I got that out of the way. It's S30V steel. Very, very good S30V. They know how to do S30V. I'll tell you that. Because I mean, people say it's super hard to sharpen. That doesn't respond to softer, abrasive materials like on a strop. But to me, nah, perfect. It takes an edge, nice. Listen to that. That's the sound of a sharp edge. Right there. Nice tip too. Even though it's thick, look, even though it's got a thick tip, it's nice. It's nice, man. I really like this knife a lot. It is a Ken Onion Mick Strider collaboration. Now, Ken Onion, if you go look at the Zero Tolerance 200 series, it looks similar to this. Now, those are Ken Onion. If I had to guess, Mick Strider was a fan of the 0200 series, but wanted to make a few alterations himself. And what he did is he added these blade stops / thumb studs. He changed the blade design a little. He had tiger striping, and he did the titanium on one side. I think. I'm pretty sure the 0200 doesn't have titanium on one side. Now, in earlier models, this was stamped with Zero Tolerance. It's not now. I'm kind of disappointed in that. I'm actually thinking about taking it out and having that engraved, or like a ZT engraved on it or something, but it's okay. You can see, I don't understand why, that's a little dirty, why the ZT is so like really hard to see on here. Super fine engraving. There you go, baby. Made in America. This, America may not be the greatest country in the world, but it's up there. And I'll tell you one thing. If it wasn't for the UN, this shit in Syria would already be over. America controls the air. We have the plane-mounted lasers. We have the F-22 Raptor. We have the F-35 JSF, or Joint Strike Fighter. Those two planes alone give us dominant air warfare, and the country that controls air warfare controls war itself. Flipper. I only have one other flipper knife, and it's a piece of garbage. I bought it years ago, before I started buying real knives. But I'm pretty sure the blade stops were Strider. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know the blade design and the tiger striping were Strider. The handle is awful similar to the 0200 series. Now, everyone complains about how this is hard to use. I don't know. People complaining about this being heavy or too big, or they can't actuate the thumb studs / blade stops. I mean, they must be either little midget men or women, because I have no problems with it. I know I'm 6'5", but my brother has no problem with it, and he's average height. All the people complaining about this being too heavy must be like 5'5". I mean, if you can't handle this, go back to the freaking Lollipop Guild, because this is knives. This is hard use folders. They're gonna be big. Anything smaller, and you just might as well go with a fixed blade. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Sorry if I was a bummer.